Chris, we're starting. Come on, it's the first one. Hi!
Hello.
Welcome to our first ever YouTube video.
This is it. Don't get scared now. We have got some amazing things in store for you. It's going to be an absolute blast.
Yay! So today we are going to be sharing with you all about the journey of Social Cactus and how we came to be here living in Dubai with a business. Currently, yes, who knows where we'll be in the future, but right now we live in Dubai. We moved the business out here last year, but it didn't start that way.
No, it did not. There's quite a journey to get to this point.
So we're going to be sharing that with you today so you can learn all about the history of Social Cactus and how it became the most amazing business for service providers and coaches who want to create a life of fun, freedom and flexibility. So, shall we get into it?
I think so.
Amazing. Let's do it. Okay, so it's a really funny story actually because I was checking on Facebook memories this morning and exactly 6 years ago to the day, I got my first freelancing gig in Guatemala. So that's kind of where the story begins. Me and Chris, we left our jobs in 2016, and we packed our bags, we sold all our belongings, we booked a one-way ticket to Central and South America, and we had no idea like what we were really going to do. We'd saved up some money and I started a travel blog thinking that that was the thing that was going to allow us to travel the world and be digital nomads. And I was really surprised when I was in a bar in Guatemala and I got chatting to this woman. She had a digital marketing agency and she was living in Guatemala running her online business, but she needed some help, some social media help. And my background is in social media marketing and PR. So I was like, I can help you. And it was that easy. One Friday afternoon, sat in a bar in Guatemala, I was offered my first ever freelance marketing job and I was so buzzing. So I was getting paid around $150 a week, which was around $500 a month, or if it was a 5-week month, I was balling. I was making around $650 a month. And for someone who was backpacking and someone who was traveling, for me, that was incredible. I only needed to work a couple of hours a day. And it was amazing. I was buzzing and I was hooked. I was like, wow, this is incredible. So after around 6-7 months of doing this freelancer gig, I started thinking to myself, like, what am I actually going to do? Because the money was starting to run a little bit low. We started to think about what was next for us. And the thought of going to get an office job or working for somebody else just filled me with so much fear and so much dread. And I was like, there must be another way. But I still didn't put the pieces together that I could actually start an online business. And it wasn't until we did a San Pedro healing ceremony, which is plant medicine in Peru, that the idea came to me to actually start my own business. And I remember thinking, like, what have I actually got to lose? Like, I don't have anything to lose, so I may as well give it a go and see what happens. But all of the thoughts came in, like, can you really do this? Can you really make it work? Do you have enough experience to start a business? But I just thought to myself, look, I'll give it a go. I'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, I'll just go back and find a job. That's it. But I'm pleased to say that it did work out, and it was the best decision that I ever made. So when I decided to actually start this business, I was brainstorming all of the names. I was like, right, what can I call this business? And I remember we were on a bus in Peru. There was no Wi-Fi. I had this tiny little pocket notebook. I was brainstorming all these ideas and I looked out the window and there was literally fields and fields and fields of cacti. And I remember writing it down in the journal, like, I really want to call it something to do with, you know, Passion Mama or the cactus plant that I drank that was the San Pedro. And I clicked, it was going to be Social Cactus. But I had no way of even having a look online to see if there was a business already called Social Cactus. And I was like, it's such a good name. There must be a business already called Social Cactus. So we got to this tiny, tiny, tiny little town called Puno, and there was no internet in the entire village apart from this one restaurant where you had to buy a meal to be allowed to use the wireless, the dial-up internet for 10 minutes. So I get the internet and I'm searching on Instagram, I'm searching on Facebook, I'm searching online. Nobody has a business called Social Cactus. Result! So I set up the Instagram page, the Facebook page, turned off the internet, went to Hiker Canyon, came back, and I got to work on building this business. So I didn't really have any idea what I was doing. Everything I did, I just winged it. I used my past social media and marketing knowledge and knowledge of PR to build connections, to post online, to create content, and eventually I started to land a couple of clients. But the problem was I had no idea how to create packages and price packages that would actually allow me to make a full-time income. So what happened quite quickly is I became fully booked because I was so cheap, but my work was really good. So I ended up getting lots and lots of clients, but I was only charging £150 per month for social media services, which meant if I wanted to make this a full-time business with a full-time income, I would have had to work with about, I don't know, a lot of clients. So it quickly, the dream of having this amazing business that brought in all this money became this like monster that I'd created because I was working all the time. I had clients changing their minds about things all the time. And really, I just thought, what have I done? Like, I have got no idea what I'm doing here. So after about a year of throwing spaghetti against the wall and seeing what sticks and realising that I'd made a big mistake with my offers and packages and pricing, I decided enough is enough. I got some support in the business and I restructured everything. And I started to create better offers. I had a better pricing structure and the business started to explode. It was incredible. The clients were coming in thick and fast. It was so cool. And I actually reached 6 figures 10 months after deciding to make those changes. So it was absolutely fantastic. The best decision that I ever made. But then guess what happened? COVID hit. Oh my God, yes, the pandemic hit. And literally overnight, it felt like the business just crumbled. And literally, it felt like I'd lost all of my clients overnight. I think I had about a 24-hour wobble where I was like, oh my God, like, this is it, the business is over, it's time to get a job. And I thought to myself, no, because I know exactly what I need to do to build the business back up again. So I took all of my skills, I took all of the learnings, all of the lessons over the past few years, and I got to work. And the results were absolutely incredible. So after a couple of months of not really making any income, I came back with a bang. I launched a brand new offer and I was able to have a £50,000 launch in the middle of a pandemic. And that was the catalyst, that was the explosion that absolutely put Social Cactus on the map. From the back of there, we went on to generate nearly £300,000 in the space of about 6-7 months. It was wild. Now, the business had grown so much. I'd grown a team of, I don't even know how many people. The team grew massively. But what I realized is I needed some extra support. Now, you might remember Chris, who was here in the beginning. Well, he had his own coaching business. So he has been a coach for a couple of years. We were building our businesses at the same time. But the thing is, he loved coaching. He didn't necessarily love all the things that happened with the business in terms of the marketing and all of that stuff, but he just loved to coach. So I had this like amazing idea, this light bulb moment, and I said to Chris, do you want to come and join Social Cactus and be a coach?
And I said yes. So yeah, that story is, there's so much in there. There's so much more that we're going to share as we go through, and as we share some content and bring new things out. You're going to get little nuggets from the past, but also the now, and obviously the future coming up as well. So yeah, we just wanted to give you a bit of an overview as to what brought Social Cactus into life, but equally like what Amy did, bringing it to when I joined, and how things have changed since then as well. Yeah, absolutely. So Chris joined the business in April 2021. At the time of recording this, it is February 2023. So nearly 2 years. We're coming up to our 2-year work anniversary. How have you found it so far? It's been a blast. Literally, we've been doing certain things. We've been on the road since officially September 2021, but we had plenty of little trips and things like that. In fact, the whole concept of this, we were on a trip in Devon, staying in a really amazing thatched cottage for the week. So we love to travel. It's been in our DNA. You know, our parents took us on lots of holidays when we were children and things like that. And then, you know, we wonder why we like to live and do different things in different places nowadays. So it's very, very easy to look back and go, yeah, that's why we're here now.
Yeah, absolutely. So because the business grew so much, we're not going to go into this in too much detail in this video. This is a separate video for a separate day. But because the business grew so fast, and we didn't want to be stuck in the UK, we wanted to be able to travel the world, explore, do all of those things. So we actually relocated the business to Dubai in January 2022, which means that we are no longer residents of the UK. We are officially residents in Dubai with a business in Dubai, and it's been absolutely amazing because it really gives us that freedom, that flexibility to take this business wherever we want in the world, and we don't have to pay the big scary taxes.
Yes, but what the thing is, actually last January we intended to go to Thailand and go travelling, and we stopped in Dubai. And we got used to the way of living, the way of life, and all the things that go on in Dubai. And we had a really amazing time. You know, we did a captain's license. There's some amazing things. But we were like, we want to go travelling. We want to go and try it out and do the things that we said we were going to do. And that's what we've been doing the last 6 weeks. As like I said, at the time of recording, February 2023, we just spent 6 weeks in Thailand and exploring Thailand, staying on little islands, you know, going on scooters, going scuba diving, and all the things that we love to do. And now we're back here. We're into something new. We're getting into something new, and it's a really interesting and fun journey that we're about to embark on. And we don't know the end result yet. We just know that we're going to dive into it, explore certain things. Some things will work, some things will work. But we are here, and we are going to take you on that journey with us.
It feels like we've reignited some passion and some energy, and been away in Thailand for those 6 weeks. We had so many people messages saying, "Oh my God, you are living the dream. Like, I wish I could do that." And we're like, you can do that. So the whole purpose of starting this channel is to show you that it is absolutely possible. If you have got a dream, whether you have a business right now or you want to have a business, that you can build it to a point where you can travel the world too. You can work, live and play from anywhere in the world, and we're here to show you how you can do that too. So expect lots of motivation, lots of inspiration. We're going to be showing you the things that work, the things that don't work, and hopefully having a lot of fun with you along the way as well.
100%, because there's so many things that we could have done differently, and that you'll be able to do differently and much quicker. You know, if your goal is to just make money, you'll be at home working flat out. If it's to be able to travel, you're going to be doing very, very different things. And you know, our goals and values and mission and all of that stuff has changed over the last 2 years. 3 years, should we say, because we've had different goals at different times. So if you're like, right, I want a life of freedom and flexibility and fun, you're going to be doing different things I want to be working 12 hours a day, earning as much money as possible. Now, it's not to say that those two can't go hand in hand, but there needs to be a choice of which direction you want to go in from the start. Yeah,
absolutely. So if you have got to this point in the video, let us know in the comments, are you already a business owner? If you are you a digital nomad? Are you a remote worker? Like, where are you based in the world? And if you don't yet have a business, what is it that you want to do? Like, share with us in the comments. Let's get to know each other. We would love to make this a really amazing community where we get to know you, you get to know us, and we get to have a lot of fun along the way.
We know it's cheesy, but if you could hit like, if you could hit subscribe, and if you could share it with somebody, that would be absolutely amazing, because our goal here is to just share our expeditions, our life, our experiences, the good, the bad, the indifferent, the ugly, all of it, and share it so that you can learn from it or prevent it from happening in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next one.
Bye.